This is the sample solution to exercise 7. In this exercise we're going to create an application written in the Go language and deploy it to Bluemix using a community build pack. So the first thing we're going to do is create a directory to work in. I'm going to put it on my desktop and just call it exercise 7. And then open a browser and the first file we're going to create is called app.go. And then just enter the code as shown. Okay, that's the program written. So we save the file. So basically, very simple. We register a handler for the default root on our web server, and that handler is the function hello, which is defined by here. And then we start the HTTP server using the port environment variable. And then the output is just hello from Bluemix whenever we go to the root URL of the web server. So a very simple application. So to deploy that to Bluemix, we need two other files. So the first one is called procfile, and this tells Bluemix what to do when we start the application, and we just want to run an application called ex7. So that's all that's in that file. And then normally when you have a Go environment installed, you'd run a utility called godeps, and that will work out all the dependencies on your application. But to save you having to install a full Go environment, we're just going to enter this manually. So we need to create a new folder, and that's called godeps. And then inside the folder, a new file, and that's called godeps.json. And the content of this file is simply 3 lines. And this first line is what actually defines the name of the program that's built. So we're going to call the program ex7, which is what we entered as the start command in the proc file. And that's the file. So again, we save that file. So we've got all 3 files saved now, and that's what your application directory should look like. So we're now ready to go and deploy the application. And then we need to make sure that we're in the directory containing the code. So for me, that's in the desktop and ex7. So if I look, you can see I've got my app.go, and then I just simply deploy the application to Bluemix. And we use the CF push. Don't forget, you've got to name it something unique rather than what's just in the text. And then we're using the build pack from GitHub. There's no need to use a stack command here, because I know that the GitHub build pack that we're using uses the default stack on Bluemix. But if you are using a different build pack and get an error message about an incompatible stack, you may have to use the S. And here we can see that we've now successfully started that application. So if I launch my browser and go to the Bluemix console, my application is running, and again, just starting it, you'll see we've got hello from Bluemix. So that's all working as expected. So the last thing we're going to do is we're just going to remove that application. And now we're going to create a manifest file to actually do that same deploy. So we create a new file, manifest.yml, and again make sure that this is in the top level directory, not within the GoDeps directory, so in here. And then the manifest file content, so that's the manifest file created. Again, make sure you save that. And then from here, we just need to do CF push. We don't need to provide any of the other command line arguments, because we'll now pick up that manifest and we'll do the deploy of the application again. And there we go, we've started the application. So here we see the application's running. If we just click in, we'll see we've now got the 64 meg memory that we specified in the manifest file. And again, we can just verify that it is working. And I'm just going to delete the application to tidy up. And that is the end of exercise 7.